point, 6'4", number 9, number 0, at guard, 6'6", number 7, the head coach of the Boston Celtics. Let's hear it for the Boston Celtics.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the center, blocking down the middle. And for the Celtics. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. Frank, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the 3.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Now, here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Pass to Diabate. Bridges for 3. Rebound Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure in that one. Didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
We're about 1 minute into the first. There's Miller with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
For 3. And Jason Tatum with the 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Brown throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment. To win your team a championship would be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Ali LaForce has dug up for us. Ali, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Bill Mazzulla. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Ali.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Hornets making a change here. Lights checked in. Here's Ball. 35 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Also, the way he was moving the ball, spectacular. Setting the table so his guys could eat.
And it's White missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And the three ball is good. Bridges has got 6.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Tatum. The 10-footer. Diabate grabs the board. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offense.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdowns.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T. Now, here's Brown. Last game, 26 points. He gets that one. Here's Ball. They lead by 4. From about 16. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, White. Now, Hauser. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Diabate. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Diabate's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Here they come.
So Boston ends up going with the new group. Let's take a look at the numbers for Sam Hauser. .133 left to play here in the first. Pass to Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Ball with the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Walsh. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And that one is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. To the paint. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 11. Off target from three-point range. And the Hornets with possession here. Here's Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Out to Gonzalez from past the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And so it's Charlotte with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, they can really open up the rest of their offense.
We've got Tatum, and it's Gonzalez in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pritchard against White. Over to the wing. Outside, Gonzalez. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. The shot. It's rebounded by McNeely. Hornets leading by 18. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me, to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. The three from Tatum. And James pulls it down. Hornets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Down low. Here's Bridges. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for Boston. Walsh is checked in, and it's Brown in for Gonzalez. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Ball comes in for James. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Derek White's checked in for the Celtics. Bounce pass Pritchard. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
The three from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
For Boston, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. To stop the run, and it's White with the rebound.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called the Celtics.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics Youth Next Team.
Making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You take a look at the Celtics. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Charlotte down 5 spots from them.
And I think for Charlotte, they're clinging for dear life. Will they be hosting a play-in game or will they drop in the seedings? This final matchup will determine that.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Hauser the pass to Tatum. And the layup is good. And 11 points for Jason Tatum. And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, the fielders practically, they can't touch you.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is checked in. Knipples checked in for Charlotte. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Fires from deep. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's White. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 17-5 run. Knipple. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Knipple's got 10.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Knipple. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
The Celtics shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
At the line for your Celtics, Derek White. At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for White.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Celtics making a switch here. Richards checked in. And both free throws good for White. Hornets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Knipple with the bucket.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
White wide open. He fires. Boston, no good that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
It's good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Ball against Pritchard. Shoots over Ball. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Ball. And too long on the shot. Boston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Here's White. Cracks in the tray. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Got that bucket in no time at all. Knipple's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Charlotte. Boston shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Here's Brown. The layup off target. To the inside, Bridges. And that one drops for him. Bridges has got 15.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Charlotte, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Charlotte Hornets.
I love how they've kept the ball moving. Make the defense play musical chairs out there.
Musical chairs? I think you mean hot potato because they're burning that D.
Oh, Ernie.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know, Knipple has really been making it happen, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Back to Ball. Shakes him. What a terrific move that was. Ball's got his third basket of the night right there.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
It's good from long range.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get one.
Pass to Bridges. Miller outside. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. Boston grabs the miss. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Timeout called, the Celtics. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Stolen by Knipple. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you, Kevin.
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Ball against White. To the right side. Knipple wide open, and he fires. Diabate's shot is good.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Here's White. Bridges with the board.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Deep 2 from Ball. And the shot falls short this time.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the shot goes in.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And here is Ball. He's got 7. Miller outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Brown. Unloads. And it's Boston with another.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
And here's Miller. Back to Ball. Puts up a 3. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-6 run. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hauser misses. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Tatum passes to Hauser. From deep, hits the three-point bomb. Hauser's got 9 points now in just the second half.
How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
And give him a round of applause for your destiny.
Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Jaylen Brown, 4th.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
It's White on the wing. Back to Bridges. Pass to Knippel. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. Ball no good. Celtics trail by 21. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
They get it again. Here's Knippel. And again, the Hornets missing. Here's Boston. They're on a 20-6 run. Hands it from downtown.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Hornets leading by 16. Pass the ball. Bridges outside. Now Ball fires the 3. Good on the triple. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Right wing. Back to Pritchard. For the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter at the earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hornets lead by 18. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Gonzalez in at the 3. Maxey's in the game for the Celtics. And the basket by Tatum.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Shireman. Bangs home the trifecta.
So those are starting to add up, guys. I hope their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Pass to White. Williams sets a screen for White. The baseline J. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. And the Hornets lead by 17.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Outside Tatum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 20 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gonzalez. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
White, wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist in the game. Latrey, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Pass the ball. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Here's Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. Outside Tatum. He hits the back iron and sets the shot. Tatum's got 11 in the second half.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for White. Miller up on top. He's covered by Brown. Now Ball. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Buries the deep ball.
He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum, one of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Ball with it. 18 feet out. Count it.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Brown outside. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They lead by 11. Here's the shot. Again. Oh, sticks the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's good.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Hornets leading by 10. Now Miller. 1:22 left in the game. Here's Ball. Shoots the three. Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. That's off. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. White. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Once you're inside, anything can happen. Somehow, White paid it off.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Bridges. Now Miller for 3, and it's off. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
And that's an intentional foul.
Derek White, first personal foul, first team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Derek White, second personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Charlotte.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, that's a good job of capitalizing at the line, adding some cushion to their lead.
Now timeout called by Boston. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
At the line for the Hornets, Miller taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Here's Gato. The long shot, no good. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of